What should we know about the USS New Jersey, one of the most highly decorated warships in the history of our country?
Well, it's a source of great pride to the people of New Jersey. Military people that have served on the ship really remember it almost in religious terms. It's something that is very significant to them. And the state has benefited from the good relationship that the battleship has with the well-being of this country.
You served in the Navy.
I did during the Korean War period. I didn't go to Korea, but during the Korean War period. And it was something that was followed in the newspapers because it was such a good artillery platform.
How did the USS New Jersey come to have the name in honor of the state, Governor Kane?
I'm not sure, but I have my suspicions. Franklin Roosevelt was the one who did the name, I'm sure. But Charles Edison was governor. He was the son of the famous inventor Thomas Edison. Mayor Haig in Jersey City was a very prominent Roosevelt supporter every time he ran. And New Jersey was a swing state. It went Republican one time, Democrat another time. So while it was the right thing to do to name one of the greatest battleships after the state of New Jersey, it was probably also the politically right thing to do for Franklin Roosevelt at the time. I went on board it when it was stationed off Korea. And there's a guy called Joe Azzolino who really dedicated his life almost
former
to trying.
New Jersey senator?
Yes, he's former New Jersey state senator, grocery executive, and he's a big Navy guy. And he really spent a lot of his life trying to get the Battleship New Jersey preserved, bringing it home to the state, and making it the kind of monument, and he finally succeeded. And Joe Azzolino deserves a lot of credit for that.
So it's based now in Camden, Governor Florio beating out Bayonne. How did that all happen? Because Bayonne wanted the USS New Jersey based there.
Well, the people in Camden really mobilized very efficiently. Pat Jones, who is now currently Assemblywoman, sort of was the leader of the effort there. I mean, one of the things that I think worked on Camden's behalf was the fact that the ship was built in the Philadelphia Navy Yard, right across the river from Camden. Many of the people in Camden worked in the Navy Yard. So there was a sort of romantic aspect of bringing it home to where it started.
And you've toured the battleship.
Oh, I have.
What were your memories?
Well, one of the things I think is really important is that this museum is what it really is now, is important for young people to see. Nobody goes into well, not many people go into the service anymore. Getting a sense of what it's like to serve in combat on this ship, which, as the governor said, very impressive. Is a good lesson in civics. It's a good thing to do for that purpose as well.
Certainly the sheer size of it, more than 2 football fields in length, is awesome in itself.
People ought to go see it because it's different than anything you might imagine. If you see a battleship today, it's designed for maneuver, it's small, its walls aren't as thick, it's just very different. But you tour the Battleship New Jersey, you see these steel walls that are this thick and recognize how powerful and how big that is and how important that was in the Second World War. I remember when I was on it talking to the captain, and he said, you know, I recognize the new battleships, maneuverable and all of that, and I suppose that's good. He said, if I'm in a real comeback situation, look at these walls and look at this firepower. I'd like to be on the Battleship New Jersey.
So you encourage all of us to take a trip to Camden and tour one of the greatest warships in our history.
It's not only impressive, but it's also almost significant from a lot of purposes. People getting married on the ship, they have tours of Boy Scouts are there.
They can stay overnight and experience life aboard ship?
Exactly. I mean, it's a major part of the rebirth of Camden. I mean, Camden's coming back, the Camden waterfront is coming back, and the battleship is a very significant part of that comeback.
Governors, thank you very much for sharing your views on this proud part of our history in America and in New Jersey.
Thank you, Ken.